what can we do? This is what people want to know, is what can we do to make anything happen in the direction of peace or impeachment? Well, obviously, it depends who you are. If you're in the military, you can follow Agustin Aguayo's example and refuse illegal orders. And the rest of us have a responsibility to support those people in every way that we can. We need to find him a job. We need to support others like him and let people know that if they take this step, they will be supported. If you go to don'tattackiran.org, you'll find a letter that Marcy Winograd and Michael J. from Los Angeles helped to write to the military, urging them to refuse illegal orders to attack Iran. You can go there, add your name to it. You can also get a book called Army of None and use it to counter recruiting efforts. The Army just had its worst year of recruiting since the Vietnam War. That is the one and only reason that there are not more U.S. servicemen and women in Iraq right now. If you're in government, you can expose crimes, you can refuse to take part of them, you can follow the example of Ann Wright and resign. The rest of us can support those who take these steps. If you work for a company profiting from the war or manufacturing the tools of war, if you can manage it, you can quit that job. And the rest of us have a duty to support people who take those steps. If we had a labor movement in this country worthy of the name, it would be advancing this cause, not pushing bills destined to be vetoed, not funding television networks through election campaigns, but forcing justice on our government. If you're a member of an AstroTurf party front group, like Americans Against Escalation in Iraq or MoveOn.org, you can push that group to back impeachment. Force every group to take a position one way or the other, yes or no, for the rule of law or for the rule of Cheney. Now, the ACLU led the charge for impeachment 34 years ago and is now afraid to act. Shame the American Cheney's Still at Liberty Union into living up to its past. Amnesty International, People for the American Way, these are all organizations that now lack the integrity of groups like the Center for Constitutional Rights and the National Lawyers Guild. Hound them until they step forward. Make them feel it in their bank accounts. The National Organization for Women used to back impeachment of Bush and Cheney. I saw Kim Gandhi, the president, on election night. She was all for it. Within a week, she flipped. She prevented her board from taking a position, and they backed the #1 opponent of impeachment in the nation, Senator Hillary Clinton. Is this the National Organization for Women or the National Organization for Woman, singular? Now, if you are part of a local Democratic Party or if you give money to the National Democratic Party, and that's Schumer, this is how you get to Schumer, let them know, not another dime until you stand up for justice. This is a crisis. If we don't act to make changes, we are going to have 5 more years of this war of terror. Local and state governments can pass resolutions, as you know here. You can lobby them. Local petitions can help. You can make them part of a national petition at afterdowningstreet.org/petition. Members of the media can contribute by simply doing their jobs. Lawyers can defend whistleblowers. Artists can communicate the crisis we are in. And there are many things that each and every one of us can do. We can try to influence all of the sorts of people I just mentioned, and we can engage in media activism, pushing for coverage and polling. Last week, the second poll ever done in this country on impeaching Cheney was published. The first one was national. It was months ago. It found 54% in favor. I suspect it's higher now. The new one was just in Vermont. It found 64% in favor. Where's the California poll? Why not commission one? Why not harass the pollsters until they do one? You can do all these things at impeachcheney.org.